It's miraculous to watch those of you who are willing to get an autograph and also a picture with these people. I'm specifically speaking to the ones from the Middle East, like Bella Hadid. It's amazing to me that you would stand outside of any building to ask for a Taylor Swift or a Sabrina Carpenter autograph. It's absolutely incredible to me that you would even show up and pay that kind of money to go see Taylor Swift prance around in a leotard with no dance skills, and her songs are literally like nails on a chalkboard. While she brags about her boyfriend and her rich life, while she pays off legacy media and the Daily News to publicly humiliate you as Swifties. You think, did a Swiftie coin the term Swiftie, or did legacy media attached to her PR team coin the term Swiftie? You might want to consider that's actually how she became famous, while jumping off the backs of all the celebrities that showed up on her tour, because they had no idea who they were actually dealing with, which is a corrupt criminal who tried to destroy the planet. With all of your little asses standing in the audience cheering for it. Because you wanted to be 22 forever? You wanted to show up at Taylor Swift's party and pretend to be her friend, but all you really wanted was yourself to be famous? That's called low vibration. All this nonsense around running around and trying to take photographs with influencers is sad and pathetic. I'm not really sure what you're offering as a source of goods and services, Charli D'Amelio. I'm not sure why anyone would want to take a picture with your ass. You're weird, you're awkward, and you're really vicious, and you're definitely not someone I would let my children even go near. Yet the adults of the world are also trying to be influencers also, supposedly, instead of growing a platform and getting educated on real life to then take real life onto the internet to create something of substance. No, you just want to stand around and fart out the 7 deadly sins, which I've talked to you all about on a regular basis, yet it seems to run in the other direction when you get called out on your nasty because your anxiety shows, such as panic attacks, which is Alex Cooper and Alex Earl. It's how they operate their business. So the world talks a big game about peace, while Obama tries to separate us, showing once again who's actually responsible for the dissection of this country's culture to create a diverse separation of opinions based on Hollywood, which is all based on his opinion, so that they can stay famous. And then those of us who have ethics and morals and who expect you to uphold law and order, while they all cry out democracy is at risk. Yeah, democracy for those of us who are actually real Americans. And that goes globally too, by the way. So anyone rioting out in the street against governments, especially ones like Georgia, the country, you're nothing more than a Swiftie. Because the people at the top, the ones we elected, you know what? The ones we elected in the United States government, and I'm specifically speaking for myself, I'm the one that will distinguish whether these people are fit for leadership. I will decide whether you're fit for leadership, and there won't be any concerns or issues, and the rest will just be jargon and your insecurity showing up on platform. Understand what I just said? I mean, we'll live in a world of peacefulness where law and order is the dictator of how people behave globally. What do you have to say about that? The world would be a better place if people like Bella Hadid did not exist. If people from legacy media didn't exist. If Caitlin Clark didn't exist, the world would be a better place. However, I'm not really sure how she has any fans, but maybe that's legacy media that's telling you that you should be her fan, but she's evil. She's teaching you to be a man, but you're a girl. She's telling you that it's okay for you to be a boy when you're a girl, so that she can fuel her business while ruining your life, while a dude works for Biden who looks like a serial killer. Like multiple offenders. Don't forget about the one who did Bud Light. Now, it's not bold when you're hurting people for the sake of one person. So you're trying to convince people that they're not who they think they are, to create insecurity fueled off anxiety, because you want to dissect this country off the backs of what Obama tried to do during the Donald Trump administration. So all we've done here, Obama, with your little weird-ass speech, with your little weird-ass community, is expose you again to a bunch of Trump supporters. See, what they do is they take the angst and anxiety and make a ball mesh of energy, and then try to get, for instance, for me to continuously have energy attached to frustration and irritation, gives it the fuel to bring emotion within you as audience, for you then to feel disempowered, for then the bad people known as influencers to then thrive in their businesses. That's Obama's business plan. That's his toxic strategy, all off the backs of Wellness Oasis, where Mona Van says, eat more vegetables and fruits. That's common sense. While she creates a famine in the country, while she hosts clean eat parties where she hires a chef, where the chef's undercover, and then nothing happens quite yet, but she just keeps on keeping on producing content, closing her eyes and throwing to see what sticks. However, none of it ever sticks. She just lives in misery, just hoping one day that something's going to shift or something's going to change, like controlling people to where you fall asleep into submission forever. But that's never going to happen. So when they try to stop you from going to the gym, they try to stop you from your projects. They steal from you energetically in getting your attention. They steal from your children. They steal from you financially by getting you to buy products that are worthless. They go on podcasts and intermingle each other's bullshit on each other, while they then bring you into the mix to make your lives misery, where you then take that out into the world to make other people's lives misery, where you have nothing to talk about to anyone, where all you do is sit at home and watch the nuisance of a Kristen Cavallari podcast where she talks about herself getting laid. Because dating leads to getting laid. Getting laid is all about dating. Dating is getting laid. So if any girl is out there talking about the modern dating, it's all about going swipe right, swipe left, based off money and how somebody looks, how they're in the network of status based on their followers, and how they're going to get what they need to build their businesses off of getting laid. That's not business. It's common sense. That's why your businesses are failing, is because you're getting turned on. You're getting forced turned on. Forced turned on by that shit. People that you trust are either undercover or fueling that network. Not real sure how anyone can support any of this shit. Not real sure how anyone would fall for it. Because as Americans are independent, not codependent on a little child who's named Charli D'Amelio, because they want to build off an influencer platform. Now, I'm the exception to where I can't work. You need to go to work. You're the ones who go to work. I'm the ones that educate you. You're the student. I'm the teacher. And I'm the mentor. And you're less than me. So we are not equal. Understand that, and you'll understand that I'm older than you, and you're a child, which means that you need to be put in your place. You have a mental illness and a disruption factor in this whole country that stems from LA all the way to New York City, and because you weren't willing to speak up against it, I'm going to. We're still waiting. I'm still waiting for all you so-called men in Hollywood to talk the truth about what these women have done, whether it's at Art Basel or at the White Party, because you know you're all miserable. That's why you call me at night and ask me for advice. Understand that, and you'll really understand who's in like Flynn with the In Club, which then brings what? Publicity? Fuck all of that shit. Because I don't give a shit what kind of money you have or who you fucking